Hello student, myself Digant Sakhewala. I am your science teacher. Today we will learn the formation of rainbow in chapter 11, the human eye and the colorful world. Okay. So generally we observe the rainbow in the rainy season. Okay, and generally it is in the opposite direction of the sun. So when sunlight travels from the air to the drop, water drop, at that time it passes from the rarer medium to denser medium, so it is going nearer to the normal. As well as we find that this white light now dispersed into the 7 color. Now why dispersion occur? Dear student, we already know that ray of light when passed from the air, all color has same velocity, but when the ray of light pass from the prism or water drops, all color has different velocity, and because of that reason they disperse in the different colors. At point C the reflection occur, and that reflection is called the total internal reflection, and this total reflection occur at point D. At point D, what happen? When the ray of light pass from the denser medium to the rarer medium, it is going away from the normal, and as it is going away from the normal, we can observe the rainbow. So two condition is ideal for the formation of the rainbow. First is the refraction and second is the total internal reflection. Dear student, we are going to learn about the twinkling of star. In that also the reflection is very important. So in the childhood we learn the one poem, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Okay, but actually stars are never twinkling. We try to understand how the stars are not twinkling. Okay, generally stars are made up of hydrogen gas. Our sun is also one type of star. So in that nuclear fusion reaction occur, hydrogen combine at high temperature and pressure, they make the different element, and the light energy produced according to the Einstein equation E equals to mc square. Now these stars are so many light year away from the earth. Now light year is the big unit than the kilometer. 1000 kilometer far means so many. Okay, so it is so much far away from the earth. Okay, so many light year away from the earth, and because of that reason when the ray of light come from the star to the earth, okay, so many atmosphere are there. Okay, and because of that reason when it enter from the universe to the atmosphere of the earth, different layers are there, and the density of different layer is different, and because of that reason you feel that star is twinkling. There are 2 points are there. Actually star is not here. First point, when the ray of light pass from the rarer medium to the denser medium, it goes nearer to normal, so you can observe that star is here, but actually star is not here, it is present here. Second theory in that star are also born, star are also become young and die. So when the ray of light come from the star, it take the 1000 year. Meanwhile the star died or destroy, and the light come to your eye and you feel that star is still there, but star may be not there. Okay, so twinkling of star. As we go higher, refractive index decreases because their density is less. Now we are going to learn about the early sunrise and delayed sunset. For that this figure is important. We are on the earth and we observe the sun. Sun is below the horizon. Okay, just now it is not rise, but when the ray of light pass from the rarer medium to denser medium and you observe, then when it pass from the rarer medium to denser medium, at that time you feel that the sun is already rise. So you feel that early 2 minutes the sun is rise, but actually the sun is not right, it is a below horizon. Same situation occur in the sunset. In sunset what happen? Already sun is set, but when the ray of light pass from the rarer medium to denser medium, so it is going nearer to normal, so you feel that there are 2 minutes are remaining for the sunset. So early sunrise, in that also 2 minute difference are there, and in the sunset also 2 minute difference are there, so total 4 minute difference are there. Okay, hello student, we will continue our topic with scattering of light in chapter number 11. Okay, so before discussing about scattering of light, we will discuss about one Indian scientist. His name Dr. Chandrasekhar Venkatraman. Okay, he made Raman spectra, and for that he was awarded Nobel Prize. So first we will learn about scattering of light. What is scattering of light? Scattering of light means when the ray of light pass in atmosphere, at that time some fine particles scatter the light in different direction. That is called the scattering of light. Scattering of light depend upon the wavelength and particle size. Okay, so the scattering of light, amount of scattering of light also depend upon the wavelength. According to one scientist Rayleigh, the amount of scattering light is inversely proportional to the wavelength. So if the wavelength is more, scattering of the light is less, and if the wavelength is less, scattering of light is more. So red light is having more wavelength, so because of that scattering of the light is less, and the blue color wavelength is small, so scattering of the light is more. Okay, we will learn about the Tyndall effect. Tyndall effect, in that whenever ray of light pass from some colloidal particle or suspended particles, at that time we can see the path of the particle, because all the particles scatter the light, so we can see the path of the light particles. That is called the Tyndall effect. So generally you can see this type of effect in the forest, or when one room is closed and we allow the one ray of light to come in the room, at that time you can see the particle floating in the air that scatter the light. So that is called the Tyndall effect. Generally, dear student, the small fine particles are there which are smaller than the wavelength. At that time these particles scatter the blue color light, and the particle size is more. As particle sizes are more, then what happens? They scatter the red to white color of light. Now we can give the answer that why the skies appear blue, or why the skies appear white, or why the skies appear red in color. Okay, so why the skies appear blue? Because most of the time what happens, when the ray of light fall or come in the atmosphere, at that time fine particles are present. These fine particles scatter the light in blue color region, because these fine particles are very small, so they scatter the light in the blue color region, so the skies appear blue. Now what is the reason that at sunrise and sunset the skies appear red? During sunrise and sunset the sun is in this direction. Before that we try to understand what happened when the sun is at 12 o'clock. All colors scattered equally. Okay, all colors are scattered equally, but whenever in the at the sunrise and sunset, so sunlight cover the most of the part of the atmosphere. Okay, so whatever the particles are present in that, whatever they are scattering the light, blue color light, that is going away, and because of that reason we cannot see the blue color, but we can see the color which has the highest wavelength, and highest wavelength is of red color. So we can see that at sunrise and sunset we can see the red color of light. At sunrise and sunset sky is red. Light from the sun nearer the horizon passes through the thicker layer of the air and cover the larger distance in the earth atmosphere before reaching our eyes. So it covers most of the part when the sunrise and sunset occur. Most of blue light and light of shorter wavelength are scattered away. Because of this reason, what happened? Most of the short wavelength light are scattered away. We cannot see, and so only red color light is visible. Because red color light is having higher wavelength, so it is visible, and because of that reason, at sunrise and sunset we can see the red color light. Dear student, we also know that on the signals, red color is on the top position. Only reason is that its wavelength is more. So during the rainy season or there is a winter season, we can see the signal from very far. So because of that reason only that red color is used in the signal.